Right, this is a continuation really of the kind of image analysis video that I created previously, where we uploaded some images of paintings and we did a bit of analysis around sort of like technique, etc. So I was thinking afterwards about doing something where we could look at maybe maybe a student's piece of work. Now I'll load this up first. It might take a little bit of time to do. So we'll just get an image. I've got an image of some soldering that I did. So if I just here, so from a DT lesson, it was just a bit of soldering work that was done. Probably can't see it that well on the thumbnail. So the fact I've shown some soldering work from a year 9 DT lesson, analyse the image and provide feedback and improvement and suggested improvements. Let's change that. Prompts, suggested improvements, which relate to soldering. So if I just set that off, and one thing to mention is like when we around how you should be using students' work. So, in terms of, should you be asking permission? So it's just another thing just to think about when you, maybe thinking about your kind of strategies of, whole school strategy about using kind of AI in terms of marking or looking at student work and so on. So it might be just worth looking into that just to sort of like see whether you need permission to sort of upload images or upload artwork or uploads even written work into AI platforms and getting it to analyze it. So we're not really doing things here about sort of like marking as such. It's really just again showing you some sort of like ideas about how you could use the image analysis part of Copilot. So you can see now it's analyze the image. It says here, the solder joints appear to have excess solder, which could lead to short circuits. It was not neatly arranged. So you can see here it's coming up with this kind of like, some feedback about, so how it could be improved, and then goes on to specific things. And so, and for Hershey's Kiss, I'm not sure what that is. I have to look that up in a second. Improvement joint cleanliness. So it's looked at the image that we've kind of like, I've created of this soldering work that I did, and I just wanted to sort of like see if it would analyze it. Could it pick out some of the things, some of the features within that? It's more just a bit of a just a kind of like a test really. So, and you can see here it's come up with some feedback around sort of the soldering, around the kind of the wires, and then just suggested improvements. So you might be able to develop this. You might be able to steer it in a slightly different direction in terms of how you might want it to use this kind of functionality. Again, you've got to be careful in terms of what you're using. Always double check that you're uploading things you're allowed to upload onto these platforms. And I can send what's a Hershey's Kiss is a Hershey's Kiss. Oops, Kiss. Kiss. So I'm not too aware of that. I'm not saying Hershey's not nice chocolate. I mean, I prefer Cadbury's, let's face it. But Hershey's is a small bite-sized piece. Okay, so conical shape. Okay, so it's talking about this kind of like the shape of it. I think really we'd probably say like a pyramid shape. So we're looking for that pyramid sort of shape. Use metaphor in soldering to ideal shape. Okay, so the particular kind of like finish that you should be looking for. And going back to that, so all we do is upload this image, ask it to sort of like look at the work. I mean, you can imagine you could do this with like maybe some shading work or something like, it could be a group exercise, or anything. So you could upload some work and things like that. So it's just trying to get you to think about how you might use Copilot, how you might use the functionality of, for example, in image analysis and so on within your sort of like scheme of work or your lessons, just to enhance we've got the teaching and learning. Just play around with it, see what you can do. You might have an idea about how you might want to use image analysis in your subject, whatever it might be. It might be, again, going back to maybe sort of like Cold War posters, that kind of thing really. Just anything where you think, well, I've got an image or I've got a screenshot or I've got something that I've got off the internet or created something and I just want to maybe get some feedback or some ideas or analyse it, improvements and so on.